Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can enable a VPN within your Chrome web browser. So in order to get a VPN for Chrome, you want to go over to the Chrome Web Store and then search for a VPN. Now, there are going to be a ton of different options that are going to show up, and it can be a little hard to pick out which one you should go with. I've tried out a bunch of them, and I can say that the completely free ones are just not going to be recommended. And there's really two reasons for that. First of all, they just don't work very well. That's the bottom line. They're not going to give you very fast speeds, and they also won't work for a lot of the things that you want from a VPN. For example, if you wanted to access different content libraries on platforms like Netflix or Hulu, they're either going to struggle with it or they're going to cap your data. The second reason is because a free VPN has to make money somehow, and either it's going to be with annoying ads, or it can be by taking your personal information and selling it, or even both. So the three VPNs that I recommend are going to be paid VPNs, but I will have discount links in the description to help you get them at the best possible price. And those three would be ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Surfshark. All three of these have a Chrome extension. You can find it in the Chrome Web Store. You can search for it. And once you pick one, I'll talk a little bit later on about how you can pick one, which one might be best for you. You'll have one of these extensions. So with ExpressVPN, it looks like that. Surfshark is going to look like this one right here. And NordVPN is going to look like this. Now, there is going to be a big difference between these three extensions. With NordVPN and Surfshark, these are separate independent VPNs that run in your browser, as opposed to the desktop application, which you can also get. This is going to be another VPN that will work on your desktop. With these desktop applications, everything you do on your computer, your internet, any apps, they're all going to be affected by the VPN. But with these extensions over here in the browser, these will only affect what you do in your browser, but not your entire computer. On the other hand, ExpressVPN's Chrome extension is really just a remote control to the desktop application over here. That means that even if you use this Chrome extension, it's still going to affect everything you do in your computer because you're effectively just using it as a remote to the desktop application. And I can show you this. If I go into the ExpressVPN Chrome extension and I click connect, you're going to see that in the desktop application, I'm going to connect up to this location as well. So let me just go ahead and click that. So here I am connecting to the UK location, and now you can see that in the desktop app, it is also going to be connected to the UK. So that's just how ExpressVPN's Chrome extension works a little bit differently than Nord's and Surfshark's. Now, I've tested out all three of these with streaming platforms I mentioned before: Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Amazon Prime. They all work great to get you access to different content libraries. They all have 100+ countries to connect to, so you can access content from a bunch of different places, and not just with streaming, pretty much any service online, any website that is going to be restricted by location. It can be online betting, cryptocurrency exchanges, sports betting, you name it. Any service that is going to be limited by location, a VPN is a great way to avoid any of those restrictions. In terms of speed, all three of these are great. They all give you access to the WireGuard protocol, which is basically one of the fastest methods a VPN can use in order to connect to the internet. And with ExpressVPN in particular, you have another option called Lightway, which in my opinion is even faster than WireGuard. Lastly, and very importantly, I should not forget to mention that all three of them are extremely secure. They all have independently verified no logs policy audits, which means that outside companies have checked out these VPN systems to ensure that they really do not keep any personal user information on their own servers. They all use RAM-only servers, so those are wiped out every time the server is rebooted, and they all use the higher standards of encryption, that's AES 256 and ChaCha20. Now, in terms of which one is going to be the best for you, well, it depends what you want from a VPN. Personally, I like ExpressVPN the most just because it's simple, easy to use, and it gets the job done, which is what I'm looking for in a VPN. I just want a VPN that works well and doesn't get in my way. However, if you're looking for a VPN that has a lot of different features, a lot of different settings, you want to be able to customize it a lot, NordVPN is probably going to be the one you're going to like the most, and I would recommend giving that one a try. If you're somebody who might be on a budget and you maybe want some features, maybe not as many as NordVPN, you're more balanced somewhere in between, then Surfshark is what I would recommend. Surfshark is actually the cheapest of these three, but at the same time, it does come with a nice set of features. I wouldn't say it's on the same level as NordVPN or ExpressVPN. It's not as fast as those VPNs, but for what you're paying for, it definitely is a very solid deal. I should also mention that once you get any one of these VPNs, you're not limited to having them as a Chrome extension. You can get it, like you see here, as a desktop application. VPN. You can put it on your TV if you have a Fire Stick or a smart TV. You can even put it on your router and cover everything in your network. So you have a lot of different options. It doesn't matter if it's Windows, Mac, iOS, Android. These VPNs have an app for all of that. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you want to find out any more about these VPNs, there will be full reviews and discounts in the description below. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if something wasn't clear, if there's another topic you want me to cover. I'd love to hear from you guys. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.